morning. I've had a chance to meet a number of you this morning and have been able to tell you that I'm really honored to be here today. My husband and I are both very proud graduates of the University of Buffalo, and our daughter now attends school there, and if she sees this on YouTube, she's going to be very embarrassed. But I'm also here as a colleague who lives and works in the Capital Region alongside of all of you. Experience has taught me that the mark of a really great institution is how well it achieves its mission. And Jim Collins' work on great companies and not-for-profit institutions tells us that greatness is the result of conscious decisions and actions and a very disciplined approach to results. Well, your success at the State University system is a testament to that approach. Success in cutting-edge research and educating people who go out to enrich communities in New York State, across this country, and of course, well across the world. And frankly, your record is nothing short of remarkable. Certainly another mark of excellence is the generosity and caring of an institution's people in support of their own community. In this, the State University excels with significant giving to SEFA's local health and human service organizations, environmental, advocacy, national, and international agencies. Of the $9.6 million raised in 2008, an incredible 28% came from the State University system-wide, helping to make New York State #1 among state employee campaigns in the country. You should be very proud of that record. Beyond that, your faculty and staff and students serve as volunteers in local agencies, including the essential work of our local United Ways. The steadfast support of our state's union leaders, including Phil Smith from UUP, Danny Donahue from CSEA, and Ken Bryman from PEP, along with Dr. Zimfer and other management support, is an important reason for this success. United Way's role in SEFA is to manage regional SEFA campaigns under the direction of local state employee SEFA committees, and the work that they do is extraordinary. Trust, leadership, and respect are essential in these very challenging times, and yet there are risks to that path as well. And we do have very challenging times here in the state of New York. But the State University system has not been content to rest on its laurels, and that's another mark of a great organization. And to that end, Dr. Zimfer recently finished up your first statewide tour of campuses and has launched an ambitious strategic planning process. United Way hasn't rested on our 100-plus year traditions either. You may think of us as the organization that comes to see you once a year, says thanks for your donation, and then disappears for another year. But all of that has changed. We have committed to an ambitious platform to advance the common good, to give, advocate, and volunteer in order to address such complex challenges as financial literacy and stability, early childhood education, an increase in high school graduations, and the challenges of providing health care to all. Our goal is to achieve long-term sustainable results on those issues, which we can only do with your help. In addition, we continue our tradition to help people with their most basic needs: food, shelter, clothing, and caring. Yes, we need your contributions, but we also want to work with you year-round on needs assessments, program research, serving on our local boards, communications, and IT work. In short, we need your talent as well as your treasure. But advancing the common good just isn't possible unless people can get the help they need when they most need it, and that now is possible because of 211. 211 is an easily remembered 3-digit number that has fundamentally changed the way people obtain information and access to community services. We have made getting people the help they need, when they need it, faster, more accurate, and far more caring. It's a win-win for all of those in need of help, and frankly, all of us find ourselves in that position at one time or another in our lives. It's also a win for county, state, and voluntary agencies who wind up getting fewer wrong calls, and for 911 that gets fewer wrong calls. And it's a large down payment on a high-quality, well-coordinated response the next time an emergency strikes. Just this year in New York, let's look back. We've had the floods in western New York, the plane crash in Clarence, 2 serious flu outbreaks, and the Champlain Bridge closure. 211 has played a crucial role in working with emergency responders to get people with the help that they need. A 211 call is answered by well-trained people. It's It's free, confidential, and is supported by the rainbow of languages that we need in this great diverse state of New York. It's now available to over 90% of New Yorkers, and New Yorkers and United Way is firmly committed to leveling the playing field for every New Yorker who needs help. Statewide, last year, 211 received 1.8 million calls, and through just July of this year alone, we've handled 1.6 million calls, many about basic needs like food, utilities, mortgage foreclosures, and financial counseling. Let me close by telling you about a visit I made last summer to the excellent exhibit right up at the State Museum, giving remembrance to September 11th. To my surprise, among the artifacts on display in this beautiful little glass case is a tiny teddy bear with a ribbon around its neck. The label said it was a gift from the United Way of Volusia County in faraway Daytona Beach in Florida, sent to the firehouse that stood in the shadows of the World Trade Center that suffered such great losses among its firefighters. I was touched by the thoughtfulness of that very small gesture by a faraway people to people they didn't even know in New York in time of need. And of course, as we know, New Yorkers received help from all over the world at that time. Every day, each of us, you and I, have an opportunity to help someone else in this way, with a small gesture, but a significant gesture. So today, I hope you will be very generous with your pledge, to give more than you did last year if you possibly can, and if you've never donated, to make a gift this year when help is most needed. I also urge you to get involved at your local United Way so that you can help us all to live united. Thanks for your time, and I'm going to turn the program over to Steve Shiroki, our loan executive from the SUNY System Administration and Construction Fund, who comes to us from the Department of Health.